Jean-Robert de Cavel was born and raised in France. He began his culinary training at the age of 16, traveling around France and working with some of the top names before setting his sights on a new adventure in a new place, the Big Apple.
After blazing a trail here in New York, a conversation with a fellow Frenchman and culinary icon, Daniel Boulud, changed his life. A job in Cincinnati had opened up, and Daniel thought de Cavel should take it. After looking up Cincinnati on a map in Daniel's office, he made his way there. That was 22 years ago. He is now chef and owner of Jean-Robert's Table, French Crust Cafe, and Le Bar à Boeuf. Chef Jean-Robert, welcome to The Dish.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming all the way from Cincinnati.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
What have you brought from Cincinnati?
So
for
I did
us?
a little thing when we did the restaurant. Cincinnati is very well known for the pork because it's called Porkopolis.
Yeah.
And so I did a little trio. That's something we do at the restaurant. We have pork belly, we have pork ribs, and we have pork tenderloin. Of course, served with the vegetable of the season. Ratatouille. Then I have a quick gazpacho made with melon and cucumber, and that's my red lobster salad due to the Reds to the Reds baseball team. So you will see some Cracker Jack and peanuts, all red vegetable. I do the same one in the wintertime. I call that the Bengal salad, and I do that with black quinoa and pumpkin and orange, the black and orange. And I brought you a little salad, but I brought you also something special. I brought you a caviar made by a good friend of mine from Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
And I think starting Saturday with caviar, it's always the right way.
I agree.
So,
we were just talking about your background a little bit. I read that when you were even in Boy Scouts, you knew you wanted to be a chef.
That's where I think I know. I always enjoy, I always enjoy cooking. I always enjoy. My dad cooked a lot on Sunday. My mom was a good cook. We have four siblings. And so I always know it. My parents always did know that, so.
Your bobblehead is shaking over here. I just wanted to point that out. He was nodding furiously in agreement. What brought you to New York?
I used to work for the restaurant family, and then we took over the Plaza Athénée, and I was there as a resident chef.
Plaza Athénée,
Le Régence.
Yeah. And so you were here. Did you really have to look up Cincinnati on a map?
We had to do that. I was in Daniel's office, and we were looking at Halifax, and we're like, we know it was somewhere between Cleveland and Chicago, honestly. Then we found Cincinnati. I know about the Maisonette extremely well. It was the longest five-star restaurant in America, and they were looking. The chef was retiring. They were looking for European chef, and so I flew there, not really wanted the job, but not really wanted to move out of New York and be in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So what was that conversation? Because you had said you thought a couple of years you'd be in and out.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And then after that, when you come from the Midwest, and I grew up in Lille, north of France, and it was a lot of similarity, with people, working, blue collar people and people who very hardworking people who are part of their cities. And suddenly I became part of the city. I came and I say I'm there to have fun, and I'm there to do the best I can and represent the city the best. And it's an amazing city. It's a huge community, and people, between the art, between the sport, and between even the restaurant scene. Cincinnati is a very enjoyable city to live. And so the year went by, and then I left the Maisonette to open several restaurants. Then I start all over again after a little separation with my partner, but now I restart again. And the support you get, they adopt me, and they really support me. And I think this
town you're making salads specifically for them. I can see why.
They adopted you, but you adopted them too. And I think, you've kind of become an icon in that city. Some great chefs have passed through your restaurants. They'll open restaurants in other cities. So you become an educator and an icon.
And that's exactly. But it was not planned. It was day by day, and then you turn around and you're like, I got 5 years already. And then you turn around, it's 10 years. And I celebrate my 20 years, and actually, some of my whole team, they celebrate that with me, and they did a big celebration. That's where this silly bubble head came out. and it was fun, and they did that for me. It was, they all talked to my old dish, and they recreate the dish. It was an amazing evening. So.
Well, I want to hand you this dish and get your signature on it. And as you sign it, we want to ask you if you could have this meal with any person, past or present. Who would it be? I
will pick two people. The person passed away would be my dad, because he never knew me as successful. He always knew I want to become a cook, but I love to cook, but I've never saw me owning my own restaurant. And the second person is Philippe Starck, who is a French designer who have a lot of respect, and I would love to take his brain.
Well, Cincinnati and your father would be very proud. Thank you so much, Chef. Chef Jean-Robert de Cavel, thank you. And for more on his dish, please head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.